from Switzerland. They were living in Germany during the Second World War, and they were a group of young artists called the Futurists, and they wanted to escape Germany, and Alaska was giving away homesteads, large acres of property if you promised that you would settle it. So they sent a scout up there. It took him 2 years, but he found a nice piece of land in Homer, Alaska, and he wrote back to everybody in Germany and said, come on over. But everybody had moved on with their lives by then, except for one woman. Her name was Ruth, and she was an aspiring opera singer, and she decided to leave everybody that she knew and loved and give up her dreams of being an opera singer there, and decided to move to Alaska to marry this man that she hardly knew. And she got off the boat, and he handed her flowers, and she had 8 children in Alaska. I try and imagine what it would be like to leave modern Europe with electricity and cars and grocery stores, and go to Alaska where there was no grid, no electricity, no roads. It wasn't even a state yet, it was still a territory. And have children in the middle of nowhere and only live off of what you could kill or can. My dad's childhood was like the 1800s. His childhood photos are amazing. This horse and wagon going to on the beach to town. They cleared all the land by hand, they hayed by hand, and really lived off the land. My grandmother taught all of her children to sing, and they all write and play beautiful music. They're all very talented. My dad looked like he sort of picked up where his mother left off, and he made several records. He had dreams of going national when my mom left us, and he took over raising me and my brothers, and he moved us back to the homestead, and we lived in the barn next to the cabin he grew up in. And he passed music on to me and my brothers. And I guess I sort of picked up where he left off, and my grandmother got to live to see me become successful. And she took me aside with tears in her eyes and said it was worth it to give up her dreams to see them come true for me. Just such an amazing sacrifice. So I wrote this for my father and my grandmother. She stepped off of the boat to see flowers in his hand. The man she would marry was as hard as the mountains. She had his children in a log cabin. Soon I'd be another star in this family's constellation, the land of the midnight sun, searching for gold. I am my father's daughter, he has his mother's heart. I am the product of her sacrifice. I am the accumulation of the dreams of generations, and their stories live in me like holy water. I am my father's daughter. My daddy raised me in a log cabin, and he sang for me the songs his mother sang for him in honky-tonks and empty bars. Just me and him and that old guitar. He passed on a legacy wrapped up in a melody that I carry on, searching for gold. I am my father's daughter, I have his eyes. I am the product of his sacrifice. I am the accumulation of the dreams of generations, and their stories live in me like holy water. I am my father's daughter. And every time I step on stage and the music finds me, I don't need gold to remind me. I am my father's daughter, I have my grandma's such sacrifice. I am the accumulation of the dreams of generations and their stories.